This movie gave me such a case of blue balls. Started out so strong and then just kept teasing me for almost 2 hours. Giving me just enough to whet my appetite and keep me hungry. So what do you think? Does that sound good to you? Should you watch A House of Dynamite on Netflix? Let's discuss. A House of Dynamite has one hell of a stellar cast. There is literally no getting around that. We've got Rebecca Ferguson, Idris Elba, Jared Harris, Anthony Ramos, Tracy Letts, Moses Ingram, Jason Clarke, Greta Lee, and I skipped a whole bunch of people. So like I said, that's for sure a very stacked cast. And this premise pulled me in right away. You are watching a government level reaction to a nuclear missile being launched at the United States, which is of course a terrifying, horrifying notion. We haven't had any attacks in the US in many, many years, and that is something that we are all very grateful for. I mean, let's be honest, we definitely have a peace of mind that many countries in the world don't have, which is really what kept me so hooked. And while I was watching this movie, I couldn't help but think of another series that was on Netflix back in the day at this point, and that was A House of Cards. For some reason, the way this show felt, or this movie felt, was kind of reminding me of that show. I don't know if it's just because they both take place in DC. Maybe I made that connection. But something even about the musical score and just the way it's giving you that nitty-gritty version of Washington, that version that we don't all get to see. I do assume that this has been Hollywood changed, so who knows if it's really like this. But I'm not going to be surprised if it's very, very close. There's a serious palpable tension to this film. It feels like, damn, something is just wrong. This just does not feel right. And it goes that way for the entirety of the movie. You end up seeing basically the same 19 minutes over and over and over again from each different character's perspective. And while that does sound pretty cool, that's also, I think, one of my biggest complaints about it. Sure, when that second perspective kicked in, I was like going along with it, of course. I couldn't tell if this was after that scene or if it was going back and doing what I thought it was doing. So I was just going with it. I'm like, okay, we're doing that. We're going back and we're seeing this person's perspective and what were they doing when we heard them talking. See, I didn't really realize that the film was going to take that approach. I really did not know what to expect. I don't even remember if I saw a trailer for this movie. I just know I saw a picture of Rebecca Ferguson and I thought, okay, I'm in. I'm really, really in. I love Rebecca Ferguson. Idris Elba, yeah, I'm in a minute. But as I'm watching this film, I'm starting to realize that there is a novelty that the filmmaker thinks that is gonna hold me in. But unfortunately, it's wearing off, and it's wearing off really bad because as I see each perspective, I'm realizing I already kind of know what's going to happen because I heard all these conversations already from another character's point of view. Just because I didn't see everything that happened up to the moment that they said what they said doesn't mean that I didn't overall get the grand scheme of things. So going back and seeing those scenes from other people eventually started to wear thin because I'm like, okay, I already know where this is heading and it's not really moving the story forward. All I am doing is repeating the same 19 minutes over and over again. Which is why I said this movie gave me blue balls, because I kept thinking, we're going somewhere, it's gonna be great. And then we just never got there and the credits rolled and I'm just like, okay. Alright, so we're gonna be like that, huh? We wanna fucking play games, huh? You wanna fucking play games? We're gonna be like that. That's what I was thinking when this film ended. I was like, I just don't know. I was just so pulled in. I was so invested in what was going on. I really wanted to get more answers, okay? I guess I'm a little bit high maintenance. I want my hand held and I want you to guide me there. Normally I'm not like that, I swear. But for some reason, this movie just gave me... Ooh, man, you guys probably get it. I bet you some of you get it. I really do feel like the way this film was shot, it could have been basically a television series, but can you imagine the reaction that this finale would have gotten had this been a television series dragged out for 8 weeks or something? Ooh, it might be worse than Game of Thrones reaction. Lots of great performances and a very good directing style. This film is shot really, really well. It is assembled in a way that does feel extremely intense, and the musical score in this movie was really, really awesome. It really pulled me in. And I liked these actors. So many good performances, like really a legendary cast. Nobody had any missteps. But eventually, after reliving the same 19 moments over and over again, I stopped being scared of the possibility of nuclear war, and I started just being pretty damn annoyed. Great execution and a great cast cannot save this Netflix film. To me, it's like a 7 out of 10. Now, I think the way the movie felt at first, I was kind of leaning this is going to be a 9 or a 10. But as that monotony started to truly weigh on me, that score just started going down. I was overall left pretty underwhelmed by this film. That is my thoughts on it, guys. What did you think of it? If you saw this movie, go ahead and put your thoughts on it in the comments and let me know. If you liked this video, you know what to do. Go ahead and hit that like button. And if you want to hear more things from me, guys, then subscribe to this channel. Later.